We are here with Kyle, the Hoosier Estrada. He fights out of Black House. And what's the Muay Thai gym? I can't pronounce that.
It's Saxon's Muay Thai. Yeah.
Okay, and that's in California?
Yep, the Van Nuys, California.
Okay, and this is where Alan Joban trains, yeah?
Yep, I trained with Alan since like 2010 at Black House, and then I needed to find because Black House is more of a gym where people come together to get like a MMA workout in the morning. It's not really like a complete team, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I found, I became friends with Alan, and I always saw him having a coach come in, hold pads, and I was always interested. And then I saw one day on one of the shirts, it said where they were at, and I was like, oh my God, I've been living by you guys forever, and I've never known about this gym. So he took me to Saxon's, and then ever since then, my stand-up game has been going through the roof.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and, just so that I don't hog this whole thing up like I usually do, I've been turning it over to the co-host first so he can get his questions in, and then I'll ask mine because I tend to go on longer.
That's all good. All right, sounds good.
All right, Crazy Jay, what you got for Kyle?
All right, hopefully some good stuff, and I'll try to be quick. First off, just want to thank you for taking time out of your day to talk with us, and really do appreciate it.
Thank you guys for wanting to do an interview.
Hell yeah.
The first question I got for you is, in your last fight, which was at LFA 69 this past June, you stopped Ricky Ferrara with leg kicks, which were beautiful, by the way, and they're extremely rare in MMA. Was that part of your game plan, or did you see something in the fight and you took advantage of that opportunity?
We try not to have a game plan. In the past, like 5 fights, I try to just, as long as I show up and I have a good weight cut, I just try to play it by ear. Not, I guess, play it by ear because you're not really playing it by ear. But I just like to go. I like to go with the flow. And since I can't even remember what fight I was watching, but I've always been obsessed with Edson Barboza. So like over the years, I've just basically tried to mimic the way he throws kicks. And I finally got it down to like way before this fight. I fought Louis Smoker in October. And around October is when I started throwing calf kicks in practice. And then, so ever since October, all of my teammates have hated me. And they love me because they're all learning this kick. But honestly, like I've just been landing calf kicks with every single person I've been sparring. And I'm very, very accurate with like the way I throw things. My accuracy is pretty high, which is a blessing because, I'm not going to say I'm the most powerful person because I'm probably not. But my accuracy has always been on point. So if I can land a calf kick like I did in that fight over and over again, I know that it's going to completely ruin the way the person's like fighting for at least that round. You know what I mean?
Well, not only that, but it gives your future opponents something that they have to look out for.
100%. It's always going to be there because no matter what, when you jab or if you throw anything, you have to take a step with either your left or your right. Because I can do it against a southpaw fighter as well, because I fought so many southpaw fighters that I've had to adapt. And my coach is a genius when it comes to like getting ready for fights, depending on what style the person is. In the past, we actually went over calf kicking southpaws, which again helps me like start getting obsessed with it on just regular orthodox fighters. So
Nice.
As long as I can keep kicking the same spot over and over again, which is it's pretty simple to do. Pretty much game over for that leg. Yeah.
My second question I got for you is, since we are in fight week, some fighters, they have like their, I guess, fight week routine ritual that they do. Do you have a ritual that you do, or do you just kind of go with the flow?
I've always tried to go with the flow, but recently, since I've moved up a weight class, I have actually been trying to do sushi on Sunday before the fight. I've only got to do it once because this is the last fight with Ricky was my first fight at bantamweight, and in the past it was always flyweight, and to get the flyweight I literally would suffer, which is stupid, and I'm never doing it again. But this week I was gonna go get sushi today, and it turns out my friends from Indiana ended up coming here, so I got to spend time with them. So I mean, I'm just gonna go with the flow with this, but I'm gonna try to do sushi Sunday before every fight.
There you go. There you go.
I don't have to cut that much weight, so this is pretty much amazing. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier.
And plus, sushi's delicious. So,
oh my god, I know.
You got it.
I concur.
Over in LA, we have some amazing sushi. So you can pretty much go to any sushi spot out here and not like get a bad batch.
Nice.
Making me hungry over here.
I know, right? My third and final question I got for you is, what do you like to do in your spare time while you're not training?
Man, I literally don't do anything anymore. But me and my girlfriend have this thing with dogs and animals where we're always trying to, like, so basically we follow every animal advocacy Instagram, like any Instagram that has like a shelter Instagram or like we have like LAFPCA, and we try to like help and donate and share and get the word out. Like, these animals need help here, these animals need help here. So I don't know, it's just something we love to do. We're obsessed with animals.
Yeah, well.
So that,
really nice.
as well as play video games, go hiking. I love to go. I absolutely love Los Angeles because you can literally just explore Yelp and go to any. You'll find so many different types of food in different places. So I always grab. My girlfriend's a vegan, but I don't give a shit. I take her everywhere with me. Mm-hmm. I take her all over LA, finding all these new spots to eat. Especially now that I don't have to worry about my weight. Man, I get to go so many different places and try so many different foods. I'm obsessed with food.
Oh, well, hopefully that'll help you out with everything that you've got going on.
Yeah.
But you're not up to weight as much.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a weight cut, but like this weight cut is a simple weight cut. All I gotta do is be strict with my food. I'm good to go.
All right. Anything else for Kyle, John?
No. Sorry. Yeah, that's all I got for you, man. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Take it away, Steve.
All right, man. So I totally dig that you and your girl are animal lovers. I've got 4 dogs, 2 dragons, 2 fish. I think we got like a German hamster or something like that. We got basically a farm out here. So I'm with you 100% on that.
One day, we're trying to get property so that way we can do something about like fostering, like a fostering situation.
That's fucking awesome, man. That's really fucking cool.
If I could, I'd have like 5 dogs in my house right now, but I'd get killed. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's safe to say that there's no allergies there.
Nope. My sister is allergic to dogs, but she can suck it up. Yeah.
All right, and then you were talking about food, and that kind of made me think. When I was, doing my research on you, I mean, you fought as heavy as featherweight and as low as flyweight. Now that flyweight, you're saying it's a gruesome cut, and now we're at bantamweight. Is this the weight class for you?
100%. I was always worried about being like the smaller guy, just because I come from wrestling, and wrestling it was always like you wanted to cut the most amount of weight so you can be the biggest in the weight class and stuff like that. And just everybody around you is always cutting such a big amount of weight, like especially when I got exposed to wrestling. So I just figured that's what you do. So it's just what I've always done. And then I was trying to my weight. At first, 125 wasn't so hard. I did miss it my first 2 times though, but that was just because I haven't cut weight since high school wrestling. And then it got kind of pretty easy, but I was already 25 at the time, so my body already started changing again. So once I got to like 26, my last easy weight cut down to 125, which wasn't even 125, it was 127 because the kid wanted to do a catch weight, was for Bellator January 2018. And that was the last time I ever had I can't even remember what I did to make it so easy, but it was simple. I made 127 so easy. Like I remember waking up and being only like 1 pound away, and I've never had that in my life. But then after that, it just was all downhill from there. I just couldn't make weight anymore. I added more strength and conditioning. I got a new strength and conditioning coach, so I built muscle, and I couldn't do it anymore. And like when you get older, like it's harder to even get the weight off.
I hear that.
I sucked it up, and then I was gonna make the change, and then I got an offer to fight Louis Smoka at 125, and I was like, all right, I'll give it one more chance. And then that weight cut went to shit. I missed weight by 4 pounds. It was so embarrassing.
Oh damn.
And I shouldn't even. I still took the fight because I felt fine. It just the water wouldn't come out of me. And typically when that happens, I feel like shit. But this time I was feeling fine, and I still took the fight. First round went amazing, and then I sat down on the stool in a second. I looked at my coach Julio and I said, "Yo, I gotta take this round off. I'm done."
Oh,
my body just gave out on me. So that was the last of 125.
And since the move to 35, all systems go, everything's running according to plan.
Oh my God, I've never felt better in that fight with that Ricky kid. Like, I mean, it was the perfect first bantamweight fight for me.
Hell yeah,
like,
you looked awesome, man.
Like, yeah, but after the first pick I landed, I just knew that he was putting so much weight on that. And I remember him so he grew up in Indiana as well. He went to high school in Indiana, wrestled in Indiana. So I remember him when I graduated. I stayed in Indiana the first year I graduated, so my freshman year of college. I remember seeing him as a senior wrestle at state. So I remember he was really good at wrestling. So I just figured that's what he's going to do. He's going to put all the weight on the front leg, and he did. And I just started taking it away from there.
Yeah, that was like we were saying. That doesn't happen too often in MMA. There's very few that do that. One of your guys, Edson Barbosa, kind of inspired you, and you followed his kicks to a T, man. You got it done.
Yeah, no, for real. I would say, like I said before, I was not the most powerful guy, but I would say when it comes to kicking, I have some very, very powerful leg kicks, or any kick. It doesn't even have to be a leg kick. I just have powerful kicks in general. I had an ACL in 2014, and I think from all of the rehab that I did from it, it helps my hips so much more, because I still do the rehab that I had in 2014. I still do it till today before every practice. And it's all about hip strengthening your hips and your thighs and your glutes. And I honestly believe, because I kept doing it and then I perfected the technique, that like my kicks are stronger than anybody that's going to be in the weight division.
Well, let me just put it to you this way. I don't want you kicking me, okay? I've seen what you can do, and I'm just not interested. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to get kicked on my kick either. So,
it's a good thing you can't kick yourself, or you can't do it well.
Exactly. Kick my own ass.
All right, so we're going into enemy territory, and we're fighting Cody Freeman. What does he bring to the table that we need to keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he looks like he's a good. I only watch it too because I don't like to watch too much of it because I'm like a head case and I'll get all. I would just think about it nonstop. So I watched like a couple of his fights, and he's good all around. He looks like he pressures right off the bat, and he has an all-around good MMA game. He looks like he's a good kickboxer, and he wants to keep it standing, which is perfectly fine with me. But I see we've seen a couple holes in his game that we're going to try to expose, which we're gonna expose. He's like a really nice dude, and he has a freaking mullet. You gotta respect the mullet.
Yeah.
I also am not going into enemy territory because I actually went to elementary school in Dallas, and I have a lot of family in Dallas. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how our crowds mix, because they're going to think I have nobody.
Oh,
I have a lot of people
interesting.
Coming. All my friends from elementary school, I actually have a lot of friends from high school that moved to Dallas. They just hit me up this morning for tickets.
Nice.
So I have a nice little group coming to this. Nice crowd.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that's something I didn't know. So
yeah, a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of people that I went to high school with don't even know. And then some people I train with, I'm like, yo, I went to elementary school there, and like I call it my Sandlot crew. We used to run around Grapevine, Texas, on our bikes and playing Pokemon and all that stuff. My little crew, they're all gonna be there. It's so dope. I've been seeing all of them since I was like 8.
And you guys have kept in touch this long?
Yeah, I went back to Texas in like 2009, right before I moved to California, just to see if I can try to see everybody. And then I ended up seeing a few people. I didn't see everybody, but this is dope because I'm going to get to have my whole little crew. They're all coming.
That's awesome, man. That's fucking cool. That's really cool.
It's special. It's definitely a little bit more motivation. Like, I can care less if I go to enemy territory, because once the fight starts, that's what really matters. So, and like I said, if I have a good weight cut and I show up, I'm not going to lose.
Okay, so you said this guy's a pressure fighter, which kind of plays into your kicks a little bit. I mean, we know he's going to be hard on that lead leg.
Yeah. I mean, we're ready for, we're a kickboxing gym, so we're ready for anything, especially when it comes to stand-up. So going forward or backwards, I'm pretty good with all of it. So wherever the fight has to go, it has to go. Like I said, I'm going to play it how it goes. I like that Bruce Lee like quote where he's like slow like water. I'm obsessed with that because that's literally like how I try to think. Every time before when the cage ring announcer is announcing me, I'm literally just telling myself to flow.
Well, it kind of seems like you're a go with the flow guy. You've handled this this whole dealing with us two knuckleheads pretty seamlessly. So
yeah, I have a lot of I deal with a lot of like anxiety in my life. So like I've found recently to just try to go with the flow, and it's been helping out a lot.
Well, you sound calm, cool, and collected, and we're a week away from actually less than a week away from the fight, 5 days. So
yeah.
It's LFA 73. It takes place in Dallas, Texas. This is Kyle the Hoosier Estrada. You can follow him on Twitter at Kyle Estrada MMA. Do you have an Instagram or a Facebook? You want to drop that?
Yeah, I use my Instagram a lot for like my fighting. It's CK Estrada at CK Estrada.
Okay, and then we're at the point of the interview where we're gonna turn things off over here. But before we go, I want to give you as much time as you'd like to thank your sponsors, training partners, coaches, family, whatever you want to do. The floor is yours. Take as long as you want.
Yeah, I definitely got to give a shout out to Sadie Sanders. She's my chiropractor, and I mean, her facility is ridiculous, and all she's done is taken care of me. And her company is called Health and Human Performance, and it's in Tarzana, California. That lady has 3 chiropractors on hand and 4 massage therapists, and a lady who does acupuncture and cupping. And she's taken care of me since 2016. I just gotta always give her a shout out because she's taking care of my body. Oh, my mom. I can't forget my mom. What am I talking about? That's like my biggest sponsor. My mom's my biggest sponsor.
There you go. Is there anything else, man? Gotta give mom some love, man.
I have this woman named Jessica Gutierrez. She's taking care. She's my girlfriend. I've been with her since the beginning of the fight career. So she basically dealt with my bull crap and my bad moods, especially with my weight cuts. And she takes care of our dogs. Like whenever I have to go away and train and shit like that, she'll come over, walk them. Like when I gotta be gone all day because I travel a lot for training. Like Black House is really far from where I live, and then I also train at Muscle Farm, and that's kind of a distance. So the gyms I go to are all spread out. So got to give a shout out to the hold it down girlfriend Jessica Gutierrez.
There you go. That's nice, man. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, Kyle, I want to thank you for your time. Like I said, we're 5 days away from the fight. I just want to wish you good luck, and it doesn't sound like it's too much of a weight cut, but I still safe weight cut, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, man. That's Kyle the Hoosier Estrada. Have a good one, man.
You too. See you guys.
All right, take it easy.